Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. See if you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Sena 10S Bluetooth unit, available at RevZilla.com. This is the 10S. It's brand new. You can see it in front of me. It is replacing the Sena SMH 10R, or the SMH series of Bluetooth communicators. Now, Bluetooth has taken the motorcycle industry by storm, and if you're just seeing it for the first time, what these do in a nutshell is they allow you to connect rider to rider. The 10S does up to 3 other riders in intercom fashion, up to 2 Bluetooth devices, so your GPS and your iPhone, for instance, so music and navigation. It also has an FM radio. This is the 10S in the Sena line. It sits right in the middle. It sits below the 20S, which beefs up the amount of riders and range, which are up to 10 different riders, and it sits above some of the more low-end Bluetooth communicators. Now, from our estimation, just over the $200 mark, the new 10S is a big leap forward. They've really taken some of the best of the new functions out of that 20S, and they've baked them into your mid-range, which should be more affordable for most riders. I'll also tell you, this is the 10S. It's in the same family as the 10R and the 10U. The 10S is a jog dial. The 10R is going to be a flat mount with all of the components and the battery more integrated. And then the 10U is actually really cool. It sits behind the cheek pad and doesn't have anything on the outside of the helmet. Now, I will tell you, there's some trade-offs either way. The 10S is going to sit on the outside, but it does have the best range of the 10 family. It's up to a full mile, where the 10R or the 10U are only about a half a mile. Keep that in mind. So while you do have this big piece that sits on the side here, clamp mount or sticky, that's what you're really investing in. Now, I will call this out. Here is my old version. There it is. It's right in my pocket. This is the previous SMH 10 version. And if we look at it, jog dial, much thicker, a little bit harder to use. They beefed up the gasket and the clamp mount now. It's a little bit more durable, a little bit easier. But outside of that, there are a handful of other changes that bring the new 10S into the new sphere. And again, outside of the range, they're all going to be the same changes you see on the 10R and the 10U as well. So check them out so you can decide how you want to configure it or implement it with your helmet. So if we look at it, you're going to see the first thing, it's Bluetooth 4.0, more battery efficient. So now we go up to 10 days of standby and 12 hours of usage and talk time. Keep that in mind. That's huge. You're also getting FM radio for the first time, which we hadn't seen before. It's low profile, so it's going to create less noise as it sits on the outside of your helmet. It also will allow you to configure it with the app. So for iOS or Android, now you have the app, which allows you to pair your devices, pair rider to rider. You don't have to fiddle with the buttons to do some of the more complex tasks. The last thing is it's also using the 20S speakers. So the new speaker systems are going to be thicker. They have a bigger magnet. They have more air that's going to go in and out. So again, more crisp sound, a fuller, more dynamic range. So really, when we think about this bad boy, big upgrades for the things that matter most, which are sound quality, usage quality, length of use, as well as configurability. That's where they went with the new 10 series. If I had one gripe, it's that the battery length isn't getting that much bigger, but I don't think that's a Sena problem. I really think that's a technology problem. The next wave of probably lithium-ion replaceable batteries or rechargeable batteries will really allow it to get that much better from an efficiency standpoint without adding size. I'm sure they could have increased the range. We probably just have to have a bigger battery, which make a bigger unit. And again, these things are all about being smaller and getting smaller so they don't interfere with your ride or the aerodynamics on your helmet. Now, keep in mind, it's integrated within the helmet. They take about 5 minutes to set up. They're pretty easy to install. The speakers go in the speaker pockets. You clamp mount it or sticky mount it. Keep in mind as well, though, we're going to ship for free over 39 bucks, but with an electronic, if you open it, we can't take it back. And that's to ensure that everyone has a brand new electronic, and it's hard for us to do quality control testing on a returned electronic. So keep that in mind. Ask us questions, call us, narrow down your choices, but once you open electronic, we're not going to be able to take it back. I'll also call out too, click our logo, subscribe to us on RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new 10S. I'd love to hear if you like it as much as I do. Now, I will say this as we dive in. From a usability standpoint, remember, it does all the classic configurations. So it's A2DP, AVRCP, full duplex. What that means is you're going forward and back in your music. You're controlling it with the press of the button or a spin of the jog dial. I will tell you this is it's a more usable jog dial versus the last version. Full duplex means that when you're on intercom, you can be listening and talking at the same time. You can share the music from rider to passenger. So if you have a passenger on the back with a unit, they're going to be able to connect to you via Bluetooth and stream their own music. You can also, if we look at it here, I'm going to pick this guy and turn it around. On the back side here, there's going to be a hole down below for auxiliary. You can disconnect the speakers and you could use your own integrated earbuds or any integrated in-ear speakers if you wanted to go that route as well. So again, super low profile, lots of flexibility here. You'll see even on the side here, we get in tight, it's not that much of a sail on the side, but again, that 10R is only gonna be 3/8 of an inch thick. So if you're really looking for low profile, go 10R or even integrate it with the 10U. The last thing to keep in mind is remember, these do have universal connectivity and you're going to allow yourself to connect to other non-Sena brand devices via Bluetooth. It won't be full intercom the way that you would with this guy over a longer range, but within a few hundred feet, you can do Bluetooth to Bluetooth and take up one of your device slots. So remember, as you sum it up, lots of changes, configurability, usability, and length of usage take the new 10S into the next wave. Remember, part of a family of 10s. 10S, if you want the most range, which is up to 1 mile, and you're okay with it living on the side of your helmet. 10R, if you want a bit more of a streamline on the side, and if you're looking at one of those Arai Show or your Schuberts, you can go 10U and have it sit fully on the inside of your helmet, including the battery, and sit behind your cheek pad. The next step in your journey is to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com and read other rider reviews of the new 10S. You shouldn't just take my word for it, but hopefully I allowed you to cross the chasm of really understanding what this is used for and what's improved about it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to me on the YouTubes. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.